Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Clockwork coming in with the Twitching Cocks War Recaps number 29 and 30. Two more wins. That puts our win streak to 27 total. We beat where I can't even say it. Box. I don't even know if that's right, but we beat them 67-58. Not too much of a challenge, but got away with the war win. You can see there that they three-starred a lot of our lower bases. Again, we were up against a couple Town Hall 10s, with not really having any ourselves, so that usually causes a little bit of an issue. But we were able to three-star the majority of their bases and get out with the win. So that was war number 29. That extended our win streak to 26. So we're going to start you off here with an attack by Mini Nico. This was a Pentaloon attack. You can see he's able to do this because he can take out the Archer Queen and the CC with his heroes. Okay, he's able to draw them all out with just his heroes. Now it's going to be pretty close here. He lost his king already. He faces his queen. Okay, he's killing the CC. He uses the poison spell to give some damage to the CC and that loon. And the loon and his archer queen go down at the same time. Now here comes the 5 hounds. So he's going to send all of them in from the south. Okay, they're going to attack the first 2 air defenses, keep them busy while he rages in loons, and he just basically wipes clean the southern end of this base. He had a couple hounds pop, which is going to be more of a distraction, but he's got enough of his hounds left to take on those last 2 ADs to distract them long enough for the balloons to come in. He sends a couple back-end balloons just for support, and he just completely wipes out this base. I mean, it wasn't even difficult. The only thing that might have caused a problem was when his Archer Queen was just about dead, but he was able to kill that last loon. And that really wouldn't have affected his attack anyways, just because the enemy's loon wouldn't really do anything to any of his air troops. So great attack by Mini Nico. Just real smooth, confident. Was smart enough to be able to pick out that he could do that attack, just because of being able to draw out the CC and the Archer Queen. So well done by Mini Nico with the 3-star Pentaloon attack. So next up is an attack by Last Clutch, and it was a very clutch attack because it came down to like the last millisecond. As you can see here, he brings in the golems, he brings in the whiz, he's creating a funnel. Okay, he's taking the CC down with his poison spell. He's trying to get in. He wants to be able to take out an AD, and he wants to be able to get the queen down. Drops the jumps real good. Notice the king gets in. The king's going to take on the Archer Queen, get her down. He's going to get an AD here, so he gets one of the AD down, which is going to be able to make his attack through the air much smoother. Still has his queen up. Okay, hounds come in from the north there. Notice he brings them in at separate angles. Why does he do that? Well, so he can pull out the traps, the air mines, and the bombs out of the air, so they don't hit his loons later and cause damage to them. The hounds can take more hits, so he wants to pull those traps with the hounds. So he's got the first 80 down. He's got loons working in the middle. He's got hound on the east AD with loons coming in. Okay, his loons have to scatter a little bit because you can see he left a couple defenses on the west there, but that's all right. He's got pups up in the north cleaning up. Okay, it looks like his last hound burst, but that AD had already been down. Okay, so here's where there was a little bit of an issue. That rage was huge because it was able to rage him into those expos. Okay, right into the middle of the base. Looks like he brought in one loon there from the west to clean up that archer tower, and now it's just a matter of cleanup. But the thing is, it was a time thing. As you can see, he's got a little bit of cleanup left, but You know, he doesn't have a ton of things. He's got a goblin running. He's got some pups on some of those outside buildings and camps. But we all know that loons don't really move too fast. The pups should move a little faster, but they don't do a ton of damage. It takes a lot of them to be able to get things down quickly. So he's here running out of time, and as you can see, that goblin gets in there, and he gets it at the split second. I know it's not the same scene as a replay, but I think without that goblin in there, he may have got a 99% 2-star with that hut staying up. But clutch attack by Nico, well done. So into the next war, we beat Dragon Slayers 84-77. They're kind of just straight garbage go wipe attacks. They were in our stream. They were in Ant Wills' stream. Kind of talking trash at the beginning of the war. I think they were just trying to get in our heads a little bit because they kind of knew that they weren't going to win. You know, if you're going to try to go wipe us, you're probably not going to win, okay? You're not going to get enough 3-stars. If you want to have a chance to beat us, and I'm not being cocky or arrogant, I'm just saying you got to have 3-star attack strategies. Go wipes, go wee-wees, variations of those are not going to work against us. So this was our 27th war victory in a row, and it was our 30th war. So this is the 30th war recap. So first off, we're going to start off with tactics. He does a Govejo here. You can see he's got 8 Valkyries. You know, in his troop lineup there. He's going to bring a hog in from the north. Wow, sets off 2 double giant bombs, which is huge. He not only triggers the CC pull with the hound, but he gets those skellies to come out, which is big too, because anytime you're doing a ground attack, especially with hogs, those skellies can cause a lot of damage. So it's nice he was able to pull all of that to the corner, okay? He's just going to use his Archer Queen, some wizards here. He's taking out those skellies. He's taking out that Lava Hound so it doesn't cause issues later. The thing with the Lava Hound is those pups. It just burst right there. If he's trying to do cleanup later and those pups are around, you know, hitting on his troops, that could cause issues. So it was a good smart strategy by him to pull that hound over to the corner, because you're going to be seeing more of that. More of those hounds and dragons and stuff in CCs, because the poison spell doesn't do as much damage on them. So, you know, if you're seeing those in your CCs, pulling them to the corner is probably your best bet. So there he creates his funnel, okay? He's got his Valkyries in, okay? And you know how much damage they do. They can take out 2-3 buildings at a time because of the way that they swing their axe. Anything that's real tight-knit, they're going to take out. So you can see they hop into the core there. You know, they're just taking stuff out. He sends in some hogs here, hits a giant bomb on the outside of the base. Isn't going to be too big of an issue though. Sends in a giant to tank a little bit. His Valkyries are still alive. They kind of joined up now with the hogs, just doing work on those bases that are close knit together. He's got a nice pack of hogs here, so that's good. He's got the heal spell down. He's got the Valkyries working, so it's just making the Hog's job a lot easier, because those Valkyries can come in and help them out and get the Hogs through those defenses a lot quicker. So he's got full health on those Hogs there. He's got one more Wiz Tower to get down, and then it's just a matter of cleanup, and it's not going to probably take too long, because he's got a good group of Hogs. Those Valkyries, you know, like I said, they're going to keep powering through and just take out these buildings, you know, with one swing, because he's got a good group of them. So smart attack by tactics. You know, just was able to wait patiently to get those hogs in, and the Valkyries did their job by taking out all the tight-knit defenses. So up next we have Brian's attack on their number 5. This was a mass witch attack. I think we counted that he started off with like 14 witches. No, it was more than that. It was more than that, but maybe he ends up with like 14 left or something like that. He only loses a couple witches because he had 2 in his clan castle as well. But look at all the Larrys. This is the Larry attack. Larry, hey Larry, don't touch that Larry. Well, we want Larry to touch everything, and the Larrys do, because they just kind of come through. They're distracting that Lava Hound, distracting all the other defenses, so that's allowing his heroes to come in and just pound on the defenses and take them out. You notice the witches are not getting hit because they're just producing too many of the skeletons, and it's just distracting all the defenses. Lava Hound pops there, so that's a little bit of an issue, but he's got enough there that the witches can take them out of the air. His king's still up, queen's still up, he's got some heal spells left, and just rolling through the base. It's not going super quick, but it's going efficiently, okay? He's taking out one defense at a time. You know, his witches are being able to stay back, his heroes are with them, so they're tanking a little bit for him. I think eventually here he's gonna lose his king, but it's not a big deal because his queen is still full health, still has her phase ability. As you can see, the skeletons and witches kind of split up. He's got some in the core, he's got some to the west, some to the east, so that's good because he's keeping all those defenses distracted, and they're not able to all concentrate on one group of troops. So you see all the witches still alive, producing skeletons. His archer queen's still up, she's pounding on that cannon. Okay, so just a crazy attack, but efficient attack. Okay, notice the big ring in the middle where all the defenses were. Okay, he didn't have any defenses lined up on the outside that would be able to hit all his witches and stuff and kill them. Everything was inside, so as long as the witches stayed behind the skeletons and he had the heroes there to tank, there was nothing that was going to stop those witches. And as you can see, they're still going, and that herd of skeletons just takes out that army camp to finish off the attack. So smart attack by Brian, good use of the witches. And you know, notice that's not going to work on every base. You can't just spam a bunch of witches and expect those little Larrys to just take down a base. It has to be the right base. That was the right base, and it was a good attack by Brian. Up next, we got a Town Hall 8 attack coming here by an attacker named Kipper. I believe this was Kipper's first war with us, if I'm not mistaken. So it's going to be a Goho attack as a Town Hall 8, and just really well done. You know, nothing super special or spectacular about it, but Kipper brings in the 2 golems there, drops one at the north and then the northeast. Okay, just tanking for his wizards to kind of clear out some of these outer buildings. Just in there, and now they're gonna get in, take out some defenses as well, so that's gonna be less that his hogs have to do. Wall breakers come in. Okay, so basically he just took out the north and northwest side of the base before even sending his hogs in. Now he's got the CC drawn out here. It's not going to do too much damage to that golem right away, but there he brings in his witches to kind of keep the dragon busy, and also the witches can pound on the dragon and take it out. So a little bit of surgical hogs coming in here, kind of from the sides and the back end. But notice he's still got golems up tanking, so those defenses are kind of distracted. He lays his heal down. Okay. He's got skellies coming in from the witches to help out and keep some of those defenses distracted from his hogs. So just a well thought out attack. Wasn't rushed, waited patiently for things to happen. Okay, just didn't send his troops in, didn't panic and just send hogs in. You know, waited for that CC to go down, waited to take out some of those defenses that the golems and wizards were attacking. So you know, solid attack by Kipper. Good Town Hall 8 Goho attack, and you know, now it's just cleanup here. So you know, he's got a good group of hogs. He's got some skeletons running around. He's got the witches. Okay, let's just speed things up. You know, like I said, it's just the cleanup part. You know, so solid attack by Kipper. You know, still has a good amount of troops left, and that's always a good sign. Whenever you're hogging a base, you know, that you have the extra cleanup just in case you would lose some hogs. You can even lose hogs at the end of attack when all the defenses is down. You might hit like a giant bomb or something somewhere, or hit some spring traps. So good job by Kipper. The last attack we're going to be showing is actually by my mini account. I'm going to say it's nothing spectacular, but I just wanted to kind of go over some things, you know, for maybe someone who's attacking as a Town Hall 7. Okay, this is a weird base. He doesn't really have a good setup of his ADs there. You see how I'm utilizing the hogs. I'm going to let the hogs in my clan castle take out those defenses, take out the AD, and look how they're going to path up. They path up all the way to the clan castle. Now, I did this on purpose. Not that I really needed to, but maybe it's a tactic that you need to use on a stronger Town Hall 7 or a Town Hall 8 base later. Now, look at my drag. I placed my drag down. Look where the CC troops are. As soon as those CC troops hit that AD, that's when I'm going to lightning the AD. Why? Because I'm going to take out that AD and those troops at the same time. There will be nothing to distract my dragons, okay? And then I can just basically just send my dragons. I could have put them in wherever here, okay? Because there's now nothing to take them down that's pretty strong other than, you know, some archer towers. But, you know, when you've got 10 dragons going against a few low-level archer towers, the dragons are going to win every time. So that technique was just to show you that, you know, you can take out a clan castle, you can take out those enemy troops while taking out an AD, okay? So that's something that you can utilize maybe as a Town Hall 7, even as a Town Hall 8 if you're attacking with drags, or you know, you got a lightning a CC or an AD out. So not the greatest base. It was a pretty easy attack, like I said, but I just wanted to show people that you know, you can utilize those lightning spells to do more things than just one thing at a time. So that's a 3-star attack. Was able to utilize max hogs to take out one AD, zap the other AD with you know, 3 lightning spells, and take out the CC troops at the same time. So that was the last attack for recaps 29 and 30. Again, we got our war win streak up to 27. So and we're currently in another war, so we're hoping to push that to 28. So us Clockwork signing out for Twitching Cocks. We do it with the sound off.